Welcome to the Holy Bible Study with Shelby. Well, today is Exodus 4. Make sure you have your King James Version Bible out, pen, paper, and patience. And men, we need to have the family at the table, especially our young people. Exodus chapter 4. Moses given power. Okay? So let's get started.
And Moses answered chapter 4. And Moses answered and said, But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice, for they will say, The Lord hath not appeared unto thee. And the Lord said unto him, What is that in thine hand? And he said, A rod. And he said, Cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. And the Lord...
Now, think about that. Of course, Moses, would probably be like any of us. We would like, we wouldn't believe what we're seeing and what we're hearing. So God's gonna, here this big old staff that shepherds had in days to protect, correction, whatever, protection, whatever. And he turned this thing into a serpent. He told him to cast it to the ground, and they turned it into a serpent. Now, in the book, in the Bible, the Lord cast Satan to the ground. And a serpent is one of Satan's titles. That's just food for thought right there, okay? Let's continue.
It said unto Moses, Put forth thine hand, and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand, and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand, that they might believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
Now, think about this now. Now, the Lord showing him another wonder. Okay? So he told him to put his hand inside whatever clothing he had on to his breast, his chest, more or less. And when he pulled his hand out, his hands was white as leprosy. Leprosy is one of the curses that God used, and as a form of punishment. Okay, white as snow. Okay, let's see what happened when he put his hand back.
And he said, Put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
His other flesh. So we see his hand, when it came out, it was white as snow, leprosy. And when he put it back, it became back to his original flesh color. I'll let you marinate in that. Let's continue.
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land. And the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech, and of a slow tongue.
So Moses is basically telling him, hey, I'm not a motivational speaker. I can't motivate nobody. I'm not a leader. I can't even, speak slow, and, I'm not going to be able to, I'm probably not the right man for the job. He's trying to convince the Lord he's not the one. But you know what? When the Lord wants you to do a job, you're going to do this job. When we get into the New Testament, we'll find out. Well, not even the New Testament, still in the Old Testament, Job had a problem calling himself not doing what the Lord wanted him to do. And what happened to him? He got consumed by a fish for 3 days. Okay? He didn't get eaten up or anything, but he was in the heart of a well for 3 days because he wasn't going to do what the Lord told him to do. Now here we got Moses wrestling here. Okay? But let's continue. Now he's going to let Aaron be Moses' mouthpiece. So let's continue.
The Lord said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth? Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I, the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. And he said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send.
I mean, Moses said, can you say anybody but me? See, he's still, you know, this is a dangerous thing to play around with God. If he got something for you to do, you know, you're better off doing it. So there's consequences, okay? But anyway, he's trying to say, can you say anybody but me? Okay, let's continue.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth. And I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people, and he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of God. And thou shalt take this rod in thine hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs. And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. And the Lord said unto Moses in Midian, Go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life. And Moses took his wife and his sons, and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his hand. And the Lord said unto Moses, When thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
Now, I want to stop here for a minute. Let me go back here. Notice what he told Moses. Where is it? Go to verse 15 right quick. Okay, 15. He say, And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth, and I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what you should do. Verse 16. And he should be thy spokesman unto the people, and he should be, even he should be, in thee instead of a mouth, and thou should be him instead of God. So basically what the Lord is saying, that hey, your brother Aaron's going to do all the talking. I'm going to tell you what he's supposed to say, and you're going to be his Lord, and I'm going to be the Lord over you. See, he's got this in order. So wherever God tell Moses, Moses tell Aaron, and that's how he went. Nothing different, nothing else said. That's how God had it done. Okay? And it's just amazing, you know, people don't understand God put things in order. And notice that when he said he's going to harden Pharaoh's heart. Let's see, let me go to that right quick. In verse 21. Because people need to understand it. So that's why I try to tell people, God picked leaders all over the world. In high places, low places, if they're leaders, whatever their positions are, God picked these people. Okay? Now you can vote all you want, but God makes the decision who's going to be where they are today. Because he hardens their heart to do things what he wants to be done to fulfill prophecy. Okay? like for verse 21 here says, and the Lord said unto Moses, when thou go to return to Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thy hand. But I will harden his heart. Your heart is your mind, people, not the blood pumper here. Okay? He's going to harden his heart. What do you mean your heart? He's going to make him not want to do it. Because all the things that the Lord put to throw at this Pharaoh here, Pharaoh probably would have let the people go in the first round of the first wonder. Okay? But God made him not do it. Okay? God has control of our minds. Certainly in that time. You know, today we make our own choices. Because he already came and did what he did, and now the choices we made on us now. But at this time when he was dealing with Israel direct, he was hardening these people's minds to do his will. Okay? So I just want to bring that to your attention. Okay, let's continue. Finish up.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, Let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn.
Now notice right there. Israel is his first son. You're talking about the whole 12 tribes. He made it plural. I mean, singular. But we know it's plural. Plural. There's 12 tribes involved here. But his point is, this is his children, his child. And he's telling them, you don't let his child go, I'm going to kill your child. Okay? Let's continue.
And it came to pass by the way in the inn that the Lord met him and sought to kill him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, Surely a bloody husband art thou to me. So he let him go. Then she said, A bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision.
Now, the Lord's getting ready to kill Moses for a reason. Because Moses didn't have his son circumcised, which was the law. Okay? And for whatever reason, Moses forgot to do that. You know, the Bible don't tell us why, but we know that when Moses married one of Jethro's daughters, they had daughters. And then Moses had a son. But you got to remember, Moses was in a basket and was raised by Egyptians, so he didn't know this law. Okay? You know, so that could have been one of the reasons. But God was getting ready to kill him anyway, because it's like you should have known it. That means you didn't do no homework. You didn't try to find out who you are, or you knew you was a Israelite, a Hebrew. Maybe you should have did some checking on some things. Okay? But that was a law back then. Now we're supposed to be circumcised in the mind. Okay? Let's continue.
And the Lord said to Aaron, Go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and met him in the mount of God, and kissed him. Then Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded him. And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. And Aaron spake all the words which the Lord had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel, and that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshipped.
Okay, so we see that now Moses has got this job, him and Aaron, to do. Aaron's going to be the spokesperson. Moses is going to delegate whatever the Lord said to what's supposed to happen. This Pharaoh, the Lord's gonna harden his mind. But before that, he told Moses, "You come here and interrupt my business." Basically, these people was working hard, doing all the right things. Now you can come and throw a wrench in the bucket. Now these people don't want to do anything, so we're going to make them work harder. We're going to beat them. And they were killing them. Okay? So, here's Moses and Aaron on a mission now. And we'll be going to chapter 5 next time. Until then, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share this information if you find any truth in it. Do your own homework. Get your own understanding. Pray for wisdom. But make no mistake, sharing and liking and subscribing to this channel, it's not doing me a favor. We are doing the will of God. We're trying to reach other people who's hungry, starving for the real truth. Not this little cherry picking the Bible stuff. Okay? So with that said, have a nice day, be happy, and thank you for your time.